Hello. Tonight I'm watching the Olympics. I hope all of you are too. And you're not like my alter ego Myrna, who refuses to expose herself to anything dangerous. Like throwing yourself down a mountain, as she says. But I'm proud of Myrna because Myrna has represented a group so well, I hope. The people who are unopen to anything new. That's what Myrna's specialty is. So I'm proud of her. I even looked up to see if there were. Never mind. I don't want everyone to think I'm more psycho than I am, so I won't tell you what I did related to Myrna, my alter ego. Anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about today was the Olympics. And, one thing I've noticed about the Olympics is you always see people with like a sob story, right? I mean, they were poor, they had no money, they were sick, their mother had cancer, they escaped a war zone. You never hear something that said, I lived in la 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 suburban land and I had noodle salads and barbecues and bingo nights and, father-daughter dances, and I lived a happy life, but I decided, what the hell, I'm just going to travel across the world and put myself through hell. I'm going to freeze my ass off, go to a war zone country, put myself through hell, and suffer, squeeze my feet into these ice skates that are gonna kill me, go into these skis that are so uncomfortable, I feel like I'm going through some kind of a surgery, not that I know anything about surgery, or I'm swinging on the chairlift, getting ready to get off on this dangerously steep mountain, or I'm squeezing my big fat behind into the bobsled, going down at like 600 miles an hour. I can't see anything. I can't see where it's going, just for the hell of it, instead of continuing to do my family barbecues and my noodle salads and my PTA nights. I'll forgo it all for pain. Hardly ever do you see that. Everyone's got a story. And I wonder sometimes, like, how made up are the stories? Are the stories maybe made up in their head? Did they make up a damn story because some of the Olympics is just so boring, like the curling? And it takes so long that we gotta have a story that he was sick as a child and his family was homeless and yada 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 because curling was so boring. It's boring. And I mean the ice, the luge, and the ice skating, we all gotta have something, some kind of a human interest story because it's so hard to comprehend how to do it. That rather than spinning our head, being like, how do they spin through the air? How do they spin through the air? We gotta have another story we can relate to about the cancer. And their mother had cancer. Instead of thinking, how the hell are they going down at 600 miles an hour and they're turning and turning and turning? How did they not break an arm? How did they not die? Since we can't think about that, we gotta have some story. And when they were in college, their boyfriend beat them. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Olympics. More tomorrow on how the Olympics have inspired me.